Well, fam, here we are, another day, mobbing around with the Loud and Proud fam. What's up? How you doing, Reagan? You doing good? You doing great? Okay. Well, we are in the Limited right now. Your new truck. I know, putting miles on it. I'm so sorry. Got some wheels and tires that we got to drop off for the Chevy build, and with that Chevy build, I'm kind of excited to see how it turns out. Hopefully the rain isn't too annoying with the audio. So the Chevy 1500 build, we've got some wheels and tires in the back of the truck right here, and we went with more of like a classic wheel and tire setup for like an older square body style truck. I think you guys are gonna really like it, especially the guys that are into that more classic look and style. So let's get over to the shop, drop these off. I don't know if you're gonna see the wheels and tires picked up today. I'm hoping we can, but I can't guarantee that. So we're gonna go get these at least dropped off, and then we're gonna move on to the next part of the video. Okie dokie, so hopefully you guys can hear me all right. I know I don't have a mic on right now. Start up. That is because the last few videos I've had some people make comments about how my audio is kind of off, and apparently it's a problem with my camera internally and like where the mic plugs into the camera, an external mic to pick up audio better. It's only picking up part of the audio and it's not picking up audio from the entire mic because there's some kind of issue with the camera. So I'm not using a mic today, so if the audio seems a little bit different, if there's a little bit of crackling or wind noise here and there, that's because I'm not running a mic, so I can try to get you guys audio all the way around. So anyways, bear with me, let's get into the shop. I've got Rosine running right now. Rosine hasn't been started in a little while. Like, she's been started up for like a quick second to move it, but she hasn't idled very long, so I'm gonna let her idle for about 5 minutes here. We're gonna pull this into the shop because we got something interesting that we want to try out today. So we'll see how this goes. I go turn off Rosine. There you go. Okay, now back to the 12 out. What we're gonna be trying to do today is essentially working on putting a hood stack on the truck. Now you might be wondering, why on earth would you put a hood stack on this truck? Why is that the first thing you're doing to it? Well, it's not necessarily like an upgrade that's gonna be, or not necessarily an upgrade, but it's not gonna be like a change to the truck that's gonna be like a permanent thing. And that's why I'm doing it right now, because this hood is trashed anyhow, and it is just, it's bent up here, it's bent in there, it's dented in on the other side, like it is trash. So I figured if I'm gonna do a hood stack, I'm gonna do it on this hood, not my new hood, and then essentially we're gonna see how that goes, and if we like it or not, and if we do, cool. If we don't, it's not permanent anyhow. We have a new exhaust system coming in. We have a whole bunch of stuff to get to working on the frame. We have a whole bunch of stuff coming in to redo this interior, because you guys already know, I already talked about what my goals are for the interior on the truck. And so we're gonna be gutting the interior here real soon. But in today's video, like I said, I wanna work on trying and attempting to make a hood stack, and we'll see how that goes. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna try to figure out how to get this hood open, because apparently one of the hood hinges is broke. And so usually it's kind of a pain in the butt to open up. So we're gonna try to get the hood open and see what we're looking at under the hood first to kind of get an idea of what we gotta do. So we're gonna try to open this hood up and we're gonna see how this goes. I have a spud bar here. Not sure what I'm gonna maybe have to or not have to use it for, but we're gonna find out. There. Now I'm trying to figure out how I can use this. Hold this hood open. There. That'll have to work for now, because I don't have any other ideas. It's actually not a bad idea, to be quite honest with you. And I kind of put it down through the opening of the bumper up against this metal down here, and put it, the back end of it up there in that spot where it's kind of cornered. Essentially with the hood, hinges are shot, okay? This side is broken and bent, like completely crooked and bent. Same with this side. It's just snapped off, broken, bent. How that happens, I have no idea. I can't answer that for you. But we do have a new hood that's gonna be coming in at some point here, and also new hood hinges, because, you know, that sucks. But anyway, so let's try to figure out what we got to do to put a hood stack on this truck. Now, what most people do is they get rid of this air box to create some more room. And then basically they create a small piece of exhaust pipe that kind of like wraps around and does almost like a complete 180. And then it like comes up over here, and then they just turn it up, drill their hole through, you know, after they figure out where they got to put it, take a hole saw, cut a hole through the hood. There you go, you got a hole through the hood and you got a hood stacked, and you can just put whatever stack on there that you want. But I'm not sure exactly how we're gonna do ours, but what we're gonna start by doing is just ripping some of this out and then going from there and seeing what we have to work with. This quick little project just turned into a huge list of things I have to end up buying to get to be able to do this. So I need a hole saw, first off. I kind of figured that, but kind of didn't realize that the one that I did have wasn't the right size. It was for something completely different. It was only a 3.5 inch hole saw. Then I also need to go and pick up some grinding wheels, because I bought a grinder a little while ago, but it doesn't have any grinding wheels, so I need to go pick up more grinding wheels. And so just a small list of things that I have to go do. It's not that the list is big, but it's that I'm not gonna be able to get this done in the time I wanted, and I'm gonna have to go and get all that stuff and be back, and it's probably gonna take me like an hour and a half to run and grab all that stuff and then get back to the shop. So anyways, I'm gonna get in the truck, get on down the road, and hopefully we can get back and still get this done yet tonight. Do not forget that you can enter to win this truck, and you guys only have 5 days left to enter to win it. Possibly 6, depending on when you see the video, but I'm pretty sure only 5 days left, so you should probably get in while you can, because your time is almost completely up. So I am back from Menards. I did pick up some cheap tools just to get us through part of this project here, and just to grab something real quick, because I was not expecting to have to buy all this stuff today. I just kind of was like, oh crap, I need to go buy some tools so I can at least get this job done. Anyway, so here's wheels and tires from the DB belt that she'd taken off, and I'm not sure what she's gonna do with them right now, so we might actually put them on this truck. I don't know, we'll see. And here are the wheels for the Chevy 1500 back behind here. I'm not gonna show you the whole reveal just yet. I know, it's probably driving some of you guys crazy, but I don't wanna do it yet because I don't wanna spoil the surprise, and I think you guys are gonna really like it, but stay tuned because that is probably gonna be in the next video too, and it's gonna be pretty epic. Crap, it is zoomed in very far. Well, everybody, it is the next day, and we're taking a step back in time. I feel like I'm somebody from like the 70s or 80s right now. I got like these red reflective glasses. I'm not that old, so I don't know what it was like back then, but I'm thinking of like movies that I've seen. We are back in the garage, and we're gonna be making this hood stack for the truck. This is a DIY homemade hood stack using parts that already came off the truck without having to go out and buy any extra parts. So what we're gonna do is use this bend. That was the part that went over the axle right there, right? And we're gonna be cutting that and using it to fit down in there, and hopefully we can piece it together. Now, if this is going to work, that part I do not know, but at least I have a concept and an idea and a plan of what I think I can make happen. We do have a piece of flexi pipe here, which clearly is not the same size. It's a true 4-inch section of flexi pipe. But what I'm trying to do is figure out how I can use this piece to fit down in here to get my exhaust piping to come up out of the top. And of course, it's kind of a pain in the butt. I'm getting snagged on everything I'm using. One hand to hold this and the camera. But that's the concept of what we're going for, so I'm going to try to piece something together and see if I can make it work. Well, here we are. And it's been, I don't know, a day project. For what reason? It's just, I'm trying to think about how I'm gonna make stuff without having this know-how or ability or all the proper tools to actually fabricate something. So I couldn't do the hood stack. I wanted to do the hood stack, and we still might do it, but I couldn't do the hood stack today. But I did get at least something put on so that there's not just exhaust blowing all over in the engine bay. So So here's what we got, and it's not what I had planned, but I could not find a way, and my welder didn't work, nor do I really know how to weld. I couldn't find a way to get that exhaust to come completely back, to where it could be completely back and then come up. I just couldn't find any way to do it with what I had, and with the skill that I have to actually fabricate and work with anything. So I just had to do what I could, and that's about as far as I got. I tried to get some pieces of flexi pipe from Napa, and then I also tried to get some other fittings and stuff like that to try to make something work, and I just could not get anything to work. And the flexi pipe isn't flexible enough. I'm thinking about something that can completely wrap around, which is not realistic with that kind of stuff. I do want to turn the pump up a little bit on this thing, but I'm not going to be able to do that today. But I do want to, like I said, get this hood closed, get it started up, and at least kind of see what it sounds like now, because this thing had everything on it. Not all this pipe is from the truck, but this gigantuous section right through here with the cat and the muffler, that 60-pound piece of metal was hanging under there, and this thing, you could not hear anything coming up the tailpipe. I mean, it was nuts. So anyways, we're gonna get the spud bar removed, or our hood support removed, and then we're gonna see how this thing sounds. And in terms of the turbo not having a cover on it right now, that's gonna be like that temporarily. I don't really have another solution yet, but what I'm gonna do is probably just go to one of the local auto stores within like the next day or two, and then just get one of those big filters just to pop on the end of it, so that temporarily it's got some kind of a solution. But anyways, let's get this bar removed, let's get the hood closed, and let's start this thing up. Now, like I said, those hood hinges are pretty screwed up, so yeah, those are on the way too. I have a feeling she's going to be pretty loud. Here we go. As you guys should know, we just got that exhaust changed up, and of course it's one of the fanciest setups you've probably ever seen. So we're gonna do a little drive test and see how it sounds shifting through some gears. Rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. Does it sound good or bad? Try to get it a little bit higher in the RPMs here. Give it a sec. Besides the fact that my camera kept flying off the center console, it sounds pretty good. So I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek in terms of what we've got coming up next for this truck. And I know recently I've been trying to hide some of the stuff that we're doing on the trucks until we're actually gonna be doing it, instead of just telling you everything ahead of time in terms of showing you all the parts and everything like as soon as we get them in. But this isn't really like giving away like in terms of the actual design of everything that we're gonna do with the interior on this truck. But I ordered a lot more than I realized. It wasn't that expensive. I think it was 150 bucks for this whole roll. And this is just vinyl, like a vinyl leather texture stuff. But this is not obviously like authentic saddle leather. This is just like a vinyl leather. And the reason for that is I am going to be using this for all kinds of stuff in the truck. And this stuff is a lot easier to work with than actual leather. And not to mention the actual seats that I'm getting are going to be, you know, legit, but this is just for like, you know, I already kind of showed you and told you guys about most of the stuff, but that's going to be for like the center console box that I'm going to put all through here, the ceiling, you know, leather wrapping the entire dash, leather wrapping the steering wheel, you know, just like the door panels, we're going to pop these off and do that and then re-put them back in. I mean, just all kinds of stuff like that. So in terms of the leather and why we went with that grade of stuff is because this grade of leather slash vinyl, more, you know, more than leather, I guess you can say. This is good for that kind of stuff since it's not like going to be getting a lot of abuse like the seats do, sliding in and out. The seats we're not going cheap on. We're getting actual Longhorn seats, but everything else is going to be kind of like made to fit and customized to the truck. And actually Reagan and I are going to try to do pretty much all of this stuff on this truck ourselves, except for the suspension lift kit, because we don't have a lift and all that kind of stuff here. Devin's still going to be the guy for that kind of stuff, but in terms of like, you know, everything else, power and interior and, you know, taking the bed off, redoing the frame, all that stuff, we're going to be doing all that here in-house. In terms of that, that's all I've got for you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Do not forget that you guys only have 5 days left to enter to win our 2019 Ram 3500 limited giveaway. I've had a lot of people comment and message me saying, oh dude, I thought this giveaway ended, you know, in September. The giveaway never ended in September. I think what people are getting confused with is our first double entry period ended September 22nd or the 24th. Then it was one entry for every $5. Now double entries are back, but the actual end date is October 27th, which has not changed since the beginning. You can't change an end date once the giveaway starts, just to clear that up. And to be quite honest with you, the odds of you winning are a lot better than you think, and most people don't even realize how good they really are. Anyways guys, thank you so much. Have a great day. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.